Hello, folks, and welcome to 10 Points Under, where now you've got more options with the recent inductee of Bowl to the figure pool. Got 3 options for your 10 points. This is me, Billy Bullfrog here, and today I'm joined by a very special co-host, Dysole.
Hello.
How's it going today, Dysole?
It's been a day. I mean, I don't really leave the house much because the whole pandemic locked down the nation sort of thing. So, but
Right.
it's been a day. It's been a day.
I imagine most people watching this are probably feeling the same about now.
Yeah. That feels accurate.
It's been about that time. But hopefully we're able to change that up a little bit with this video going on here, both for yourself and for the viewers. I'm actually really excited for this game, and I'm really excited to be doing it with Dysole because I know Dysole has a lot of really cool and unique ways of looking at the game that I know are just different from mine, and so I'm really excited to get her perspective on this. If you don't know Dysole, she's big in the Heroscapers community. She's an admin on the site. She's been involved with C3V, involved with a few other projects, I believe.
Let's see. I've done C3V, C3G, wrote for the Codex briefly. I basically run the con forums, and I'm sure. Oh, I've done some unit strategy. I've basically dipped my fingers into almost everything except the map making stuff, because that's the area that I'm like, I know this map is good, but I don't know why it's good.
There you go.
So.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so a lot of different talent and variety coming in from Dysole here, so that'll be great.
Also puns.
Oh yeah, also lots of puns. So looking forward to that as well. Today we're looking at a game between Doc and kevindola, two of the probably say highest tier players of online.
They're currently ranked top 2 in our online rankings, so
Okay.
Yeah,
pretty good players. If you had to choose a couple of good players, I guess they'd be on the list. You got Doc over on the left. He's running a construct army with Talongol. He also has with that Boreos, Elgamo, and Iron Golem, and Raylan. So a nice little 5-man army going on against the Beatles. kevindola is running 4 Crypt Guardians, who he has kindly named John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That's why you see their pictures there as well. Those are Crypt Guardians, just so the viewer knows. And then he's got 5 Draw Chain Fighters, Warden 816, and Otonashi. Oh yes, and Rygarn as well. So a couple of interesting armies there lining up. We'll just go ahead and hop right into the game.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. All right, so really quick, one reason why I'm really glad to have you here, Dysole, is because I've got to say I don't have very much, if any, experience with the Crypt Guardian army.
Okay, so basically the idea with the Crypt Guardians is that they bond with both each other and the Chain Fighters, and it just kind of gives you a lot of little options that you can do with stuff. Rygarn's also in that army to kind of toss wherever you want him to go, because you want to make sure that you're, moving with the right Crypt Guardian, because that's a thing. And Warden, of course, gives everyone movement, and so it looks like Kevin's moving Warden up there to go snipe at Iggy, sitting on the... Is that low ground? No, it's even ground. Or at least it should be.
Yeah, that's going to be even.
Yeah. No, it's solid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's large. He's large. He only gets... He gets the tree. That's right. Wait. Yeah, he's large. Yeah. I sometimes space cadet on who's who. Okay. Yep, and then Boreas is going to pick up Talongol and...
doing a nice little carry.
Yep. No, Boreas is super good at that.
Yeah. It's really nice to be able to maneuver your commanding figure with like one of your bonders.
Yeah, well, he's not able to move Raylan, which is a good thing. And, okay, so Kevin is moving the order marker to the Warden. Oh, I think I see what he's going to do. Well, actually, I could be wrong, but...
So probably, I'd guess, just like retreat a little bit and take another pot shot?
Well...
Maybe?
I can see a couple of arguments. I'm not quite sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Essentially, just trying to stay out of range of Iggy, because it basically did 1 or 2 good hits, and yeah, Warden's gonna die. Interesting. He did not have an order marker on Raylan to start this. That's not what I would have expected. But he is kind of all set up basically in the aura, so.
That's true, although he is moving out a little bit right now.
Well, he's moving Talongal, so unless he's actually moving Boreos with it, then that's just going to be his turn.
That's true.
There's no glyphs on this map, is there?
No, there aren't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it plays pretty nicely without him. I am kind of interested to see how this plays out because I think it's a cool matchup in that you've got two different hero-centric armies going on.
Yeah, the Talongal army starts to lose, not lose more. Oh, so it looks like, yeah, he moved Boreos and Agamo. Or as I like to call him, Agami, because it sounds like origami.
There you go.
And he has another order marker on the board. Huh.
Just looking for some early game value, I don't know.
Well,
Do you think
I think
maybe he was.
Okay, let's see. He's jumping down there. I'm just trying to think here. The only person he can shoot at is Iggy.
Mm-hmm. Like, I almost kind of wonder if he was putting order markers on the warden just in case he had an opening to try to shoot at Raylan.
Well, I mean, Warden is the only. Well, Rygarn is, but Rygarn's much more important to this army than Warden is.
That's true.
Especially, yeah. So, and hey, he got a wound. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. No, seriously, like, I think I played like a straight Blastotron's army, and you're throwing a lot of single die attacks that you're like, this is probably not going to hit, but eventually it will. Or when Kevin played against me he had Omnicron repulsors, and that 300 little attacks of one ended up kiting all my Obsidian guards. Oh, hey, they rolled a 2 and a 1. That's
2 and a 1. That's beautiful.
that is just lovely. That makes me happy.
Those are
I
the
will
little
admit, I don't know what the young Beatles look like as much, so I'm actually not 100% certain which. Oh, no, they're color coded. Haha, yes, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I probably would be lost without that color code.
Ooh, was that on Boreos?
Oh yeah, that is on Boreos.
Good call. But good defense is good defense.
Yeah, right.
There's Raylan. Let me see. Where are you going to put her, Doc? That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good spot. I wonder.
The other option would have been to be a bit more aggressive and put her up on the lava, but that's also really risky, especially with freaking chain fighters on this map. That's
right,
super risky. So you definitely want to play less. You want to play much more conservatively with Raylan, because that's just asking for trouble. And I think he's going to take another pot shot at. Yeah, he's going to take another pot shot at Iggy.
Yeah, looks like it. Maybe.
Well, I mean, Iggy's going to have like friggin' 10 defense. Yeah, he'll have 10 defense. I mean, the other option is to shoot at Boreos with 7, which you've already got a wound on Iggy, and honestly, getting this army down to 2 constructs is going to be good, especially. Yeah,
it's definitely an interesting early game in that, like you said, like if Raylan goes too far forward, those chain fighters, like there's no lava that they can pull her right onto.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And then you've also got to be careful about that with Talongal, because if Talongal goes into the lava, it's the same story.
Yeah.
And he has now rolled 6 for 6 and failed to inflict a single wound.
Sounds about right.
I've had those games.
Your poor attack rolls that are giving you problems.
I am so shocked that Doc would be sarcastic like that. That is.
So not like him.
Yeah, he never gives me that kind of crap when we play. Seriously, I'm like 2 in 10,000 against him or something.
Oh, interesting. Going for. Oh, nice. So he's gonna move up the Iron Golem to block the molten lava, so that there's absolutely no chance of.
It's a solid play. I mean, why not use that? Use the invulnerability, and it also means that if what's his name, Warden tries to keep poking on around in up here, then But he's now out of Raylan's aura, so...
It's true. So only 8 dice.
Yes, only 8 dice, but he whiffs on it anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
All good. I will note, I think I need to do something with my... I'm having a little bit of trouble. One of the Skype icons is currently covering up Talangol and Agamo and Boreos down there, so I'm not getting the complete intricacies of it, but I'm getting the general picture. No, it's just it's fine. I can see well enough. It's just I have to look a little bit more closely than I would like to, but I can see it.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can get Doc out of that corner.
I'm gonna say that that's a very nice corner that he's in, and right. I don't see why he would leave it. Unless, things change drastically. But basically, Kevin is employing the snipe like crazy strategy, and so far it's not being too bad.
Yeah, only 1 moon, but still, I mean, he's forcing Doc to come to him, which is big because, I mean, it's kind of a game of counters that is going on right now, because those chain fighters can yoink around Talangol and Raylan, so Doc needs to be really careful. But also Aogamo, with his special attack, can tear up the chain fighters and Crypt Guardians.
Well, yeah, and as Kevin brings up here, Warden's got a Viscerax, which is not nothing. That's 5 dice. That's actually more than anything else in the army.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, okay. So so for some reason our timer whatnot that tracks how long people are taking is broken. I don't know why, but oh gosh.
Okay, yeah, mandatory taboo hourglass from now on, I believe.
Kevin's hilarious. They're both hilarious, and it's fun to watch them talk back and forth.
Oh yeah.
I'm very tempted to make a community reference with the Hour and Chang.
That is great.
Ooh, Agamo comes down to play, I think. I mean, I don't know if Adam has seen Community.
Yeah, probably not.
Considering that a number of my references, he's like, "That's cool, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's cool." Oh, Kevin. Did you mention that Otonashi's in this army because she's super important to it?
I think I said she was in it, but
I mean, yeah, I forget. Are cryptos tricky? I feel like if they're not, then I'm pretty sure the chain fighter is. So that way,
Cryptos are loyal. Chain fighters are wild.
Oh well, then Then no surprise 10 move Otonashi.
Well, Raigarn is tricky, but she's not.
Yes, but no surprise move. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, honestly, it's a fun trick, and that's about the extent of it. There's an army that Major Q23 had at Gen Con last year that had Otonashi and Heirloom in it, and I was like, you can sneak Otonashi over to a glyph on the first turn of the game, and he just kind of gave me a shh, don't tell people that. Q23 and I think a lot alike when we're building armies, because we've on multiple occasions been like, I like what you've brought. And now they do 1918. Ooh,
nice. They're just
interesting.
So close.
That I feel like that Agamo is probably an X order marker, but it might be a hedge against losing Talangol.
Right, could be. I mean, yeah, I definitely guess. Like, if I had to guess, it'd probably be Talangol, Raylan, or Raylan first. But
yeah, I know Raylan's first, and solid.
And Kevin, the other side of the board.
Interesting plays here, Kevin. It feels like you're running away. Brave Sir Robin, he bravely ran away.
Good choice though, because that's forcing.
Well, the reason, it's basically to stop Iggy or Agamo from coming in and pounding the crap out of him. Actually, Agamo's kind of the more of the trouble because his special attack means no tough.
Right, yeah, and that's bad news for those Crypt Guardians.
I mean, 4 life, 3 defense, it'll survive some stuff, but it's tough is good when there's no specials.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played Guerrillanators against 10th Reg?
I've never done that
I
specific
did.
matchup, but that sounds great.
I did, and I felt very bad for my opponent because he kept rolling one skull over and over and
Oh
over
man.
again. Yes. Okay, so they're referencing right now a game that's kind of amazing, where Adam had this army with a bunch of like rats and then a bunch of Utgar heroes and Ornak, and Kevin had like a friggin' ton of shades and like Dumatefs, and it was on, I don't remember if it was a Heat of Battle or Chaos of Battle round, but basically they got to play against each other, and it was with those and I think Adam went like 67 shade attempts without a Soul Devour. It was
Holy crap.
kind of impressive. Yeah, no, it was a pretty epic game. I remember that, and yeah, that chain fighter dies to that. Yeah, because Hide in Darkness does nothing if you get hit with a special. But I mean, I think I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because he was only going to be able to attack the one chain fighter, so you know.
Right.
And that killed that thing, but now he's bringing Boreos and Talongold down just because, I mean, yeah, and then put Boreos by the tree because you don't want to get sniped, which you definitely could. I mean, honestly, he could move Warden up and take a pot shot at Talongold, but I mean, I don't know if that's actually a good play. It's just a play that can be done.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of this is like that decision making of, do you go for the frontline figure? Do you go for the support figures in the back and try to get
I
some
mean,
snipes,
honestly, if it's me, I'm thinking like Agamo's probably going to be the most dangerous to the army, so he's actually the one I mean, if you get a chance to attack Talongold or Raylan, sure, go ahead, but honestly, Agamo's the one who can most likely wreck your army. And
right.
so we're on which one? Order marker 2 for Kevin? Order marker 3.
Yeah.
And he's moving it to John, which does leave Rygarn a bit exposed, so I guess he's hoping he'll either survive an attack or teleport away. Sweep.
Yeah.
No, like first oh gosh, I played Pod Draft with Rygarn. It was so fun. Yeah, because you can just he's such a fun figure. I love him. I even had a little TARDIS to come with him because I'm that person.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, I was surprised when he was running up and attacking him. I was like, I mean, I guess, you know, if you're going to sacrifice someone, sacrifice a chain fighter, but...
Right. Yeah, I was kind of curious if he'd go for that because Ogamo is outside of Raylan's aura, so it's a time.
It's an attack of 3 against 6.
Right.
And you need to deal 4 wounds. I don't see that as a winning play. It's a play that could work, but at this point, he's not in a place where he needs to make risky plays to win. I mean, I don't want to say he's got all the range because Talongold has range, but I mean, if Adam starts using Talongold's range at this point, Boreos has some range. He's got range of 2.
Yeah, range 2.
But you know, I mean, you've got so most of it's Warden and Rygarn, which it's an interesting question for Doc. Does he run up and just basically triple engage those 3? I mean, it's basically saying that Agamo is going to die.
Right, because that's a big extension, but I don't know.
I mean, killing Rygarn might not be a terrible option, or at least trying to. I mean, of course, Rygarn can just pop up over onto the height with that, which might not be the best call there. I'm trying to think what I would do in this spot, because it looks like he's going to move Boreos with probably Talongold. Yeah, so... Okay. Since it is order marker 3, he can kind of move here, although that Oh no, I was gonna say that allows someone to move adjacent and attack Talon but no, actually, Boreos is there.
Yeah, Boreos is cool like that.
That can be such a frustrating ability. The
Oh
swirling
yeah,
vortex of doom. No, he is gonna triple engage.
interesting.
Well, I think having moved Boreos there, it makes it a lot easier, especially because next round he can probably move Raylan into the aura. I mean, he didn't actually kill anything.
And so he just holds them there over the round, and yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
since it is the end of the round, and if you win initiative, cool. If not, but I think so you got to be careful. You probably put Raylan right near where Boreos is. Oh yeah, and Raylan's got to roll for lava, but honestly, leaving your heroes on lava is not a is one of those things that, if it's the best place for him, it's a 50-50 chance. You might
Right.
ignore more wounds that way.
Yeah, especially if it's keeping him out of like danger's reach. That helps a lot.
Pretty much. Although Kevin wins initiative, so the question then is, yeah, you did not want to lose that initiative, Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not unwinnable. I mean, Agamo's got freaking 6 defense and 4 life, and
Yeah. Very, very unlikely. I mean, you're not too afraid of Deathwalker rolls with Elgamo.
yeah. I mean, although what is interesting is that I'm pretty sure that I'm trying to think if it's because you can have a Viscerax. Oh no, you don't want to have a Viscerax on Agamo because she's gonna get like friggin' a bunch of dice.
Yeah, plus 3 more dice.
So, and then Chain Fighter because
The
4
text player.
attack.
Yeah.
That's my thought. But the question is, I mean, I don't know, like, and what's interesting is that now, oh gosh, what's his face? The Ringo there that's now next to Agamo. If he tries to ram it, if he tries to run Agamo away, he can now attack Boreos. He's basically set himself up in a spot where he can attack Boreos right now.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you
No,
realize that, but
it's a good play. I like it.
yeah, because the player who controls the rammed figure gets to move the figure instead of
Exactly. So if he
Agamo.
rams him,
Nice.
oh hi, I'm right next to Boreos now. And when he's next to Boreos, he can actually run around and attack Talongul, and that's no bueno. And moving that chain fighter there, I think, just so that way Agamo can't come running over and attack others. Oh
Wow.
my gosh, that hurts.
That is gross. That is
That
gross.
really hurts. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, I thought he was gonna and yeah.
Wow, engaging with Raylan even.
Well, it's to prevent the whole thing that I was just talking about with Talongul. Like, and you gotta, like, I mean, because Talongul at this point is much more important to your army. But oh man, that one hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh.
He is back up to 8 dice, but I mean, with only 1 life left now. Yeah, that's crazy.
That is not that's the weak point of the construct army. You get a bad roll, it hurts. It really hurts a lot more because, like, for example, with these guys here, oh no, I whiffed with the friggin' chain fighter. Oh no, I'm so sad. It's dead.
Right, yeah. Guess I'll just have to use one of my other 4.
Yeah. I mean, even whiffing with, like, the cryptos isn't too bad unless you're, like, getting hit with a really high special attack. Because, oh look, I have an auto shield. And, ooh!
Pulling Raylan over, nice.
That is, yeah, it's got to be same level. Because, yes, it would be great if you could drop him down there.
Right, yeah.
And he unsuccessfully manages to. But yeah, no, attacking Agamo was the right play after yanking Raylan away because you want a dead Agamo. No, Boreas isn't allowed to land on Ringo. What do you? Oh, you're gonna move Ringo. Nicely played. Nicely played, Adam. But where to?
Where? Yeah, that's my question. Does he just pull him? Oh, I don't know. Would you pull him back closer to
Honestly, what
or?
could be interesting is to. I'm trying to think here, because what's also worth noting is that good old Talongal is potentially vulnerable to. Let's see, could a chain fighter get there? Depending on where Boreos lands, you could absolutely yoink Talongal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think. Oh, okay, so he's moving him all the way over there. And I don't think he has to put him on the same level space.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He's putting him on lava on the height, which, I'm not sure why he put him on a height. I'm trying to think here. Is he going to do something that I'm not?
Oh, that's because that's like the ramming. The person who controls the figure gets to choose where to put it.
Okay,
So Kevindola got to put it
right. Yes, the person who controls it gets to place it. That's right. That makes sense. I see. Looks like should be one wound on. Oh no, it killed the chain fighter. I thought it was going to be a wound on. That's a mess that Doc's got at the moment. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not unwinnable. I mean, he's still got 3 very good figures, and there's apart from Agamo, they're all still doing pretty well. But it's a good little setup that Kevin has him in. So is it Kevin's turn then? It's Kevin's turn, yeah. Ooh, has he shifted anyone yet? I don't think he has.
Oh, he hasn't. No, not this round. Interesting. So he's got a lot of options right there.
Oh yeah, no, he can basically shift the order marker wherever the heck he wants, because I think everyone's within Rygarn's aura. So
yeah, they are. So
I mean, lots of choices. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think where I would put it. I mean, Ringo is especially tempting because you can basically try and attack Boreos or Raylan. Conversely, I mean, honestly, I feel like you got to put it on one of your. Well, actually, Warden running up and evisceraxing Raylan isn't a terrible option either. But yeah, I think that's. I mean, yeah, I don't think he necessarily needs to move it with it being on Paul. Well, I guess it depends what the second one is, because I would have been very tempted to move it to Ringo and just get that 4 dice down.
Right, yeah, I think, and then just, because then you can still use the chain fighter to try to take out Ogamo.
I mean, it's not a bad play to just go, because, I mean, the advantage with attacking with Paul is that, hey, if he whiffs,
right,
cool, you can do whatever the heck you want. And yep, we're gonna yoink Raylan away. Probably gonna put her right in that little that little circle right around Warden and Otanashi and
just right in the middle of all those friends waiting to greet her.
Yep, pretty much. That's yeah. So one time I was playing Drow Chain Fighters, and it was a map like this where there's lava next to a shadow space. Except there's lava next to a shadow space. Rolled a freaking 8.
Oh no!
It was the most disappointing 8 of my life. Just chain grabbing out of boredom. I mean, because everyone still is technically in Raylan's aura, but
right,
Raylan is in not a good place.
Oh yeah, all those chain grabbing shenanigans, gotta love it.
And no dice on attacking Agamo, so I'm just okay. So Talongal, part of me would be tempted to have Iggy run up and attack the Crypt Guardian, like Ringo up there, and have Agamo do some pounding as well. But there is also, yeah. Actually, I think I would move Iggy up there just because.
I'm going for Boreas.
Oh, I think
And
he's gonna try and kill a chain fighter, which is not a bad call. No, he's gonna decide to do something else. I don't know, like I said, my first inclination is to run Iggy into the fray, but
oh, interesting. So pulling a chain
he's
fighter
pulling a
and
chain
forcing it
fighter,
onto
and
low.
there's nowhere where Kevin can place it that isn't on low ground.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, attack down on the chain fighter because they're the ones who are going to be more likely to punch through Agamo's little
Right.
whatnot. And Agamo was trying to kill the chain fighter.
Yeah, he's kind of slacking there on the front line with just one skulls both time.
You know, you can only do so much if the dice
Right.
decide that they don't want to like you today.
Really, definitely not how I saw this game developing at all, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I got off to a bit of a rocky start. Me and my terrible puns. oh, whirlwind
Love
Raylan.
it.
Ooh, Adam wins initiative. All right, let's see
There
what
we
we got.
go. And he's gonna keep grabbing those chain fighters and throwing them on low ground.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because
Right.
essentially, once he kills that one chain fighter, there will be no more chain fighters that can even run up. And actually, worth noting, because of Boreos, I'm pretty sure that John and George are trapped too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, ooh,
Oh, that's a good hit.
that kills another one, and then time to attack Paul. I keep forgetting.
Oh, Gama put all the effort into that first attack, though.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
I mean, at the same time, I mean, he's lived decently well, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Really interesting. I think Doc is doing a really good job of making the best out of a, like, not the best situation after, like, the railing got pulled and Aogamo blinked that defense roll.
Well, and Agamo just died to that.
Okay,
But
okay. Well, here I go complimenting Doc, and then the dice decide to give up on him at that point, of course.
well, I mean, yeah, no, he definitely needed that one initiative because
Yeah.
and so now that chain fighter pulls Raylan down here into the tunnel and does a wound, and so now, I mean,
Nice surround on
he's
Raylan right
gonna
there.
have to do some work
Mm-hmm.
because that's you got to get through 15 points of tough damage, which is doable. It's gonna be a bit painful.
Right. So still doing a good job of doing his best with. I mean, it's cool to see Boreos in action. Just pulling figures all over.
Boreos is very good. Like, Boreos is actually, I think, the most important part of any Talongal army. Like,
I could agree with that. Yeah.
you want him to be able to. He gives you so much mobility with just everything that he can do.
Mm-hmm.
He's more yeah. I mean, you can. So let's see here. Do you go and attack Boreas? Well, actually, we've got Iggy that gets to come down and play, and
Yeah.
probably the best call is.
Do you go straight for Ringo, or do you go for a more safe, just like kind of more of a development turn?
So development turn is definitely the safer play,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you're potentially giving up height. What you kind of yeah, if you do that, then you're potentially giving up height. Although Raylan's just gonna die here.
Oh wow, yeah, she's getting hammered.
She's
Wow.
just like I saw that and I was like, wherever that, yeah, if it's not on one of those two, it's gonna be. And yes, now they've killed Raylan, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I might have risked because I feel like Doc kind of needs to take some risky moves at the moment, and I think that would have been better to have been a bit of a risky move. But, I mean, moving Ringo over here means that basically I'm going to get 2 attacks on him, one from Boreos and then one from Iggy.
Yeah, so that'll be good. And I mean, like, and Iggy still has a bunch of defense dice. Like,
The
if that can hold
constructs are
out.
very good. It's just at this point, Doc's position's a lot more fragile. No
Right.
Raylan. You got a bunch of high defense, low life figures. And Talangol, who, if, Kevin manages to come in and, like, start punching him, although admittedly he's got 6 life, so
It's true.
he won't die in 1 hit. I mean, he might die in, like, 2 hits, but he's not likely to die in 1 hit. Which figure's being vortexed? I'm presuming it's Ringo.
Yeah, I think it was clicking on Ringo.
But yeah, it's not. It wasn't obvious, so Kevin's gonna ask. And if I'm Kevin, I probably just put Ringo, right in the middle there, not like right next to Iggy, but 1 spot over. That's probably where I do it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was
thinking. Left, because
then Iggy has to move to hit him.
Yeah, and no matter where Iggy moves it kind of puts him in a slightly worse position.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of frees up Talangol. I mean, you could put them next to each other just to, I don't know, and honestly, the other thing is make it so that way. And apparently Kevin decided to put him right there. I don't know. I would have moved it 1 space over to the left, but this isn't like a bad move. It's just not what I would have done.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I agree. It would have been nice to, because I was thinking you move the Iron Golem over a little bit, and then any of your figures can engage the Iron Golem without having to stop in the vortex.
That was my thought as well, because I mean, Doc could still move him around, and on this other side over here.
Oh, and then he's taking the disengagement.
Yeah, he should have disengaged, but I don't. Did Adam not catch it? What's up, Doc? Why did you not? Doc must have missed that.
Huh.
Oh well. But yeah, that's why I would have. That's the position I would have moved in the first place, but. And hey, you got a wound out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's also got Paul in a position to be able to, well, he's still got to do a little bit of stuff to get to Talangol.
Yeah, that vortex, man.
Well, that's why I think he's just gonna like focus on the vortex, because the Iron Golem is not bad, but he can, at worst case, snipe with Warden or Rygarn on the Iron Golem, whereas can't really do that as much with Boreos. And Boreos can kind of play some games, and I think Boreos is about to start playing some games. Yep. Yeah, I definitely move Ringo up top onto that lava. Unless, of course, well, Paul or Ringo, whichever one it is, I definitely... Oh,
yeah, he didn't even move either of them. He just went up there to make the attack down.
Oh, yeah, good call, yeah. And now Iggy's going to engage both of them and make... Yeah, no, that's good play, so that way, basically, now they have to fight the Iron Golem rather than Boreos.
Yeah.
Although, did he whiff with 6 dice? No, he whiffed with 5 dice.
Yeah, just 5. Just 5 dice.
Because I was gonna say, I was like, oh, that sucks when you roll like a bunch of dice and it's like, no skulls, 1 skull. It's very disappointing.
Right. Yeah.
2 skulls with 6 and
1 shield.
It does nothing.
Yeah.
Because they are very tough.
Yeah, they've got, like, those bandages are made out of something crazy on those crypt guardians.
Well, mummies in general, they're just undead. They don't. Oh no, you've lopped off my arm. Yeah. I was expecting him to come run up and engage Talangol. Although it did attack Iron Golem, which, yeah, basically forced Doc to start making some tough calls here.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he decides to running Boreos, well, that's kind of what Kevin wants in the first place. He's still got a bunch of wounds to get through, and
Yeah.
it's
And
doable. It's just not going to be easy. And I think honestly, what he kind of needs right now is to like kill these dudes as fast as possible. And I mean, even if he does, Rygarn exists, and Rygarn is just really good at basically being like, "Oh no, I lost an order marker," except no, I didn't.
Yeah, Rygarn's great to have in this army.
Rygarn is good to have in any
stuff.
army that's got a bunch of places to put your order markers. He's just a good, solid unit. And like a typical double blind, probably not as great, but any kind of drafting format.
Yeah, he gets a lot better when you've got more moving pieces.
Which this army definitely has a number of them. And man, he's just having a really hard time killing these people.
Yeah.
Although, he's moving some Boreos over there so he can kind of run Talongal to safety, right? Can he do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite grab Talongal and go at in one go right now, but
well, that's why I was thinking basically.
like a 2-turn move.
Well, he just has to fly over Talongal at some point. So I mean, might as well just go here, try and kill that one. I mean, oh my gosh,
he hates attacking.
That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were just saying. So ultimately, yeah, I mean, he can get Talongal behind the golem on his next turn, which he kind of needs. And now that it's on George, yep, he's moving it. Of course, he's moving it to Paul. Yes.
Yep.
And yeah, attack.
Going for Boreos there.
Yeah. But, I mean, apparently Boreos is both good at not attacking and not getting attacked.
Yeah,
so, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
And the really good thing that is going for Doc right now is that he was able to kill the chain fighters pretty, relatively early on, so that he's, there's not as much 4 attack dice being thrown right now.
Yeah, no, they're basically relying on 3 attacks, which is not great, but... And I mean, a Viscerax could always come in and do some damage, but... Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, do you want to attack the wounded one first, because all you need is a whiff, or, 3 skulls, 5 dice, that should do it. Yep, it does.
There we go.
So now we've got a dead beetle, which is hilariously one of the living beetles, so that's
right.
Which means, logically speaking, Paul should be the next one to die.
That's true, and he is on
he probably will be. Okay, alright, I think I see what you're doing there, Doc. Ooh, that's very good. Hit. And that's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
So yeah, he needs a lot more of those.
But yeah, you get a couple more of those, and it starts to get close.
Well, yeah, because I mean, the question now at this point is one of because I mean, he's still got Talongal's no slouch in the end game.
Oh yeah. What is it? 7 range, right? With 3 attack?
I think so. That sounds right. Yeah. Well, I actually played him in a local Oregon tournament here. Someone had brought a Talongal army, and I played against a Predator's army, and he sniped stuff right near the end, and it was definitely a thing that I was quite happy with him in the end game.
Oh yeah, I bet. I mean, for a commander figure, he's got really good. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So 7 range, 3 attack, 3 defense, and 6 life. That's definitely no slouch.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, I will say in multiplayer games, I love the Vipers and I love the Ashigaru because they both die really fast but do a lot of damage, and then people just kind of leave you alone in this big multiplayer game, and then you have a great end of game figure in Mittens or Kato. Here it's kind of a similar principle, but I mean, it wouldn't be as good in a multiplayer game because you kind of got to keep Talongal close to the army.
Right.
Warden is attacking Boreos because Boreos can wreck things.
Yeah.
Although it's interesting, most of these are now on the Warden. I mean, he's got one on Paul, but I think Paul is kind of a lost cause. Like I think he's already kind of written off Paul. Like if he gets some more stuff from Paul, great. If not, I mean, I feel like it's decently likely that Order Marker 2's on Paul. Just
Right. Make an attack, like hope to get something in. But yeah, I think this is definitely where, at least for the next little bit, kevindola starts going into his ranged options to kind of.
Well, yeah, because he can't really attack Boreos with the remaining Crypt Guardians all that much.
Right.
But
so he's got to force Doc to do something.
Yeah, so Doc's gonna come in and grab Paul. Okay, so this is okay. So anyway, I was telling you I was listening to that one musical group beforehand. They do a song called "The Guy Who Doesn't Like Musicals," which hilariously I told Doc they wrote a musical about him because he doesn't like musicals, and their main character is named Paul. And so every time I'm saying Paul, there's a song about Paul, and so it just starts playing in my head. But yeah, no. Anyway, it feels kind of poetic right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. So he's not going to kill him there, and in fact, not even going to do any damage. So, yeah. Which is the right call, because you kind of want to see is the Iron Golem going to do anything? Because if not, then Boreos can go do other things.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and he's going to pull Paul into.
He's going to pull him behind the scenes. So, yeah. No, that's the right call.
That also frees up the Iron Golem.
It does. The thing, though, is that, I mean, the truth is, though, like, he's not as concerned about the Iron Golem as he is about the, Order Marker 2's on Rygarn. Ooh, nice. No, I like it. I like it a lot. And was that on the Golem?
Yeah, that was on the Golem.
The Whiff. I like that play because Rygarn's going to be very crucial coming up here.
Yeah, he's probably the one who can.
He's got four dice at range.
Yeah, that's really good, especially against like a 6 defense figure that you're trying to get the last couple of wounds on.
And Boreos is 4.
Oh, and some technical difficulties from Doc.
oh yeah, no, the app does some screwy things sometimes, but yeah, basically you just have to reload and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's done that to me before. Usually it saves my wonderful pun order markers.
Oh, that's good.
Not always, but usually. Sometimes it's like, dang it! There. I work so hard on those. I mean, a lot of it is just vocabulary in Google, but.
Okay.
Well played. Well played, Doc. Well played. Order Marker 2, Talongal. Yes.
Okay, gonna carry over Talongal a little bit.
Okay, I see what he's gonna do, and then he's going to attack Paul, and then he's gonna move the Iron Golem to block Paul from attacking Talongal.
Ah, okay.
At least that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm anticipating he's gonna do.
Or protecting him from Boreos. Or Boreos from Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have done both, but I guess the reason why he did that one is to allow the Iron Golem to be able to go traipse over here to these other people and
that's true, yeah.
them is needed. Because, I mean, again, Paul's got an attack of 3. But what's his face? Talongal can kind of survive a single attack of 3.
Right, yeah.
It's not a...
Not very worrying at this point.
Yeah. And especially because the order marker might not even be there, and if it's not, then Rygarn can't even move it to him. I think he's out of Rygarn's range.
Yeah, he is. I'm taking more
That's on
shots with Rygarn.
Boreos. Yeah, no, that's the right call. And he's not moving him up on height because Boreos.
Oh, shoot.
Actually, Doc should have gotten another dice there.
Oh yeah, because of the jungle. I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
there it is.
we go.
And he still whiffs on it.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that was very intentional to move next to the jungle, but yeah.
I mean, when you whiff on 5 dice, so I mean, ugh. And now Paul's gonna have to go into low ground, and so is probably gonna die. I mean, he's got tough, and
Right, and we've seen these guys survive a lot. So
and Boreos has also rolled crappy.
Yeah.
So
Okay, 2 skulls, so we just need a blank. Nope. Man. But hey, 7 dice from the golem.
I'd probably I was gonna say move the golem up because once you kill him, okay. I don't know if I would have moved him quite there, but I understand the logic. Essentially trying to keep. I mean, you've got Rygarn. Yeah, you want to kind of keep yourself to be able to attack them if they do decide to hop up on that height. And that's gonna five skulls gonna do some work. But you kind of wanted that a little while ago.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Still very winnable because I mean, the biggest concern at this point is that Rygarn and Warden can kind of play snipey snipe game. Mm-hmm. I mean, Talongold can as well, but he also doesn't have the fun little. He doesn't have Warden's defense or Rygarn's. Haha! No, you didn't hit me.
I wasn't there.
Oh, I was, but I'm not anymore. It's not. Oh gosh, shoot! What's the Inspector Spacetime quote? It's not. Oh, it's a community parody of Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's the
I forget it. It's like not. It's like where are we? Not where, but when are we? Sort of.
There you go. Yeah, not where, but when.
So yeah. Anyway, honestly, part of me be super tempted to attack Rygarn and try and just kill him, but that can backfire really badly if it goes wrong.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably the right call. I mean, you can't really. But move Talongold next to jungle, move Boreos up on height.
A little bit of a safer position, but yeah, I do think it's. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd go for the. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess he can't quite get any other attacks with the Iron Golem, so I guess maybe I would just try to go for the hit on Rygarn.
He can definitely. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. He's. What is it? It's move 5, right?
Yeah, move 5.
Okay, yeah, so he can't quite get to Warden or the Yeah, no, like honestly, like because here's the problem. Essentially, is that you are sort of locking yourself into essentially you put yourself in a bad position if the attack goes poorly, and you're basically wanting to one-shot him, which is
that's true.
3 defense, 4 life, and his special little ability. It could happen, but that's really dicey. Like if Rygarn was like 2 life left, he probably goes for it. But full health Rygarn, no, you're better off moving yourself to a better position, getting yourself kind of cutting off their escape to be able to kite you, because now Warden and Rygarn can not really kite all that well. Like they could try, but they're within the threat range. So I mean, I'm presuming the next order marker is on John. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Doc just noticed what we had what we had pointed out a while back, or I guess I'd pointed out or something. I don't know. So then the other guy, I'm assuming just
Let's
gonna
see how
go
well
attack
these dead
the
Beatles.
Iron Golem.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
kind of gum up
basically,
things.
they're now there as meat shields while the ranged figures kind of go run around and play with their
Hmm.
food. I mean, because yeah, the thing is like you could move. Yeah, like I was gonna say, I was like, there's not really a better place for George than to just go take that attack. I mean, you're not gonna do much because it's a 3v7.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, and
Attack him down.
he's gonna attack George, and I feel like John was the first Beatle to die, and he's going to be the last Beatle to die.
Well, of course.
Like, that's just amusing. And yeah, no, I mean he's
Yeah,
definitely
it
put it.
looks like it. Okay, he's alive for now, but
Yeah, just barely though, just barely. I mean, I'm sure Kevin's gonna give it to him, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean honestly, like it's one of those things where like that's yeah, I don't know. Like unless it's like super egregious or it's super casual, I basically almost always let my opponent do things like that. Where it's like,
Hmm.
oh no, I was gonna do this thing and I forgot to. That's fine. I want you to beat me with your best game. I don't want to win because you forgot to do something that you were obviously gonna do.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. I think that's probably one of the coolest things about Heroscape, like even competitive play in general, is I feel like most people are really chill with that.
We've got a really good community. Like seriously,
Yeah.
I know on Orkel Farmy One's little podcast thing that he was doing, they were talking about the Gen Con people that show up and how basically awesome all of them are. Ooh,
There's a
Boreos
big
is
deal.
now dead. That is that is decently big
Mm-hmm.
because now
Relatively big.
now Doc is down to a single attack. That should be good enough. Yeah, I mean even if he rolls all, well actually no, if he rolls all shields then
All shield saves, but anything
otherwise
else?
he's dead. But that's basically
Yeah.
a 8 out of 27 chance. No, sorry, it's a 1 in 27 chance. I can math.
1 in
It's 8 to
27
27 to roll. No, yeah, it's 8 to 27 to whiff.
to whiff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like I would rather go for Talon Goal, but I definitely understand shooting at the Iron Golem.
Right.
I think I would have just gone for Talon Goal because. Oh, did he actually?
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh,
Is
this is
Talon
end
Golem?
around.
Oh, okay.
Because that's kind of like. I don't know. I just feel like you can kite the Golem much more than you can kite Talon Goal. And
Right. Yeah, I think I agree with that.
I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad call because I mean, if you do just destroy the Iron Golem right there, Talon Goal's gonna have a bit of a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the interesting question here is, do you even put any more order markers on John, like for the rest of the game? Because it's a single attack of 3 at
Mm-hmm.
melee, and you can get a bunch of yeah, Warden and Rygarn give you a lot more flexibility. Now the order markers are on Talon Goal, and he's moving him up there to yeah, I see what you're doing.
Smackdown on John.
No, well,
Two
yeah,
skulls though. Oh, crap. Man.
yeah, that's not no bueno, no bueno. And he's kind of trapped Warden up there. I mean, Warden could go run away.
Oh, he's not gonna try to Visrax, is he?
I mean, he could try it. I mean, it's not.
But doesn't Iron Golem have 2 automatic shields
Yep,
against?
2 automatic shields,
I was
so
gonna
nothing
say.
happens.
Okay.
I mean, honestly,
Interesting. I wonder what the odds are there.
so the odds are essentially, although that's funny. That, no,
Oh,
he
did
shouldn't.
kevindola not recognize it? Okay.
Interesting theory. That's what happened. He forgot about it.
Okay. I mean, shooting him for 3 probably still would have been the same result, but
I mean, honestly, yeah, I feel like that's. Honestly, I'd probably take the disengage. Oh, or move to Rygarn. That's also a solid option.
there you go. Yeah, an attack of 4 is pretty solid. Oh, and yeah, not bad, not bad.
Ooh, yeah, that hurts because honestly, I feel like Talongal has to shoot down at Rygarn. Like, yeah, you got to move and shoot at Rygarn because Rygarn is going to make your life annoying if you don't.
Mm-hmm. You got to really hope that he doesn't get that temporal jump.
Yeah, if he gets it here, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a 15 or higher to get it. Oh.
Oh wow, that's honestly though, I move Rygarn probably up onto that lava anyway and shoot down 5 attack, and then just try and kite with everyone else.
Rygarn's only got 4 moves, so he can't quite make it up onto the high ground.
Oh, okay, he can't.
But he
That's
can
right.
engage.
That's right. He's super slow. That's his thing. Oh, 1 skull. Ooh, I think. Well, he puts another wound on him. The big thing is going to be, because, I mean, honestly, at this point now, I would actually put an order marker on John just to get him off the lava, because what that does is, well, maybe. Because, yeah, I mean, Talongal's going to have a hard time killing him.
Right. That's where the
Kevindola won initiative, so he gets to throw 5 dice down.
Yeah.
That's gonna be painful. Yeah, that's painful.
3 skulls coming in, and another plank.
Oh man, like Doc keeps whiffing at like the worst possible times.
Right. Yeah.
Like at this point, he basically needs to survive this next attack, kill Rygarn, and then snipe the crap out of everyone else. Like, it's not impossible. But I mean, I think he did move his 1 order marker to Rygarn. I don't think he can do it again, so.
Right. But still, sniping across, I mean, with Talongal only having 1 life left, sniping with 3 dice from Warden isn't bad.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. Well, times the. Oh,
and there's the jump.
Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
Oh, man.
I honestly, I can hear Adam sighing, like, right now. I can just hear Doc just going, like, oh, man. Interesting, Kevin. What are you doing?
I think, does Rygarn have to change spaces that he's on?
I don't think so. But honestly, I don't know.
Because I can see the desire to keep Talongal engaged to keep him from
that away. That's the play that I like more because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that play I like a lot more because I mean, yeah, sure, if you wanna come over and play, you can do that. But it basically, I don't like moving. I don't like keeping Rygarn on the lava because.
That makes sense, yeah.
And now you're kind of forcing Talongal to make that decision. Do I stay on the lava and risk it, or just die, die right there? So
that's an option as well.
And hilariously, John did not die. Unlike in real life.
There's something beautiful about that.
No, that is delicious irony. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the Beatles have died so far, John, then George. And so if Paul then Ringo dies, that means if that's the order of their deaths.
The game that predicted the future.
In reverse, which makes sense because, Kevin killing Raylan was very good, but that one initiative where Agamo basically took the 3 hits, that I think is the initiative that kind of determined the game. So we We like to call that the Kinseth Memorial Initiative because
That's Memorial Initiative.
we call it more that when it's much more obvious that that's going to be the one that's going to determine the game, because Kinseth is notorious for not rolling winning initiative on those. Hence the Kinseth Memorial Initiative. Copyright Adam, or trademark, I don't know. He was the one who came up with it. Yeah, so
That's awesome. I love that. Actually.
Well, I mean, it's just he like we also joke that if he wins the dice off, our system is broken. So yeah, so that's yeah, like what Doc's saying here, that 3 wounds on Agamo, that was the one that hurt. That
Yeah.
is the and Lava just made its movement more awkward, which is not wrong.
Yeah, that early game of just trying to position and get towards Kevin was.
Yeah, no, it's Tanashi did nothing the whole game.
That's true.
Cheered in the start zone, you know.
Yeah, just sat back there. See, guys, you don't need your 10-point figures. Just play 10 points under. Hey!
Well, I mean, Otanashi has her uses, even if she does nothing the whole game. I mean, she's great Wannock fodder.
That's true. That is true. I think I've used her for that a few times.
Yeah, so I mean, and no, like this was a good game.
Oh, I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, no, like it was definitely they're both very good players. They both play things really well. I definitely know there were some decisions that I would have made differently. At the same time, I don't want to say, oh, I clearly know what I should have done here, because I mean, they're objectively better than me. We have numbers to show it. I do wonder, although Doc missing that one disengage, because that could have killed Ringo like a couple rounds earlier.
That's true.
Ringo was sitting at 3 life for a while.
That's true, yeah.
But I mean, you know, yeah. So I mean, and yeah, this map very much encouraged turtling with armies that didn't really care too much about the lava. So yeah, they made it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a slow early game, but I loved the way it turned out. Lots of moving parts. Really cool game.
Oh no, yeah, and I think both of these armies were brought by Doc, and they're both really well put together armies. He always does something fun for those. Like, yeah, I'm usually, yeah, and his armies definitely make you think a lot and make you make lots of interesting decisions.
Mm-hmm. And definitely like rewards capitalizing on those good plays with like with Boreos or with Rygar moving order markers.
Yeah, no, you definitely have to play them right, because if you don't play them right, I mean, it's like none of these armies, I feel like, as long as you don't play them stupidly, it's going to burn you. But there's definitely a big difference between playing it okay and playing it well, like the overall quality of the matchup that you're going to get. But yeah, that was quite a thing. And yeah, I'm glad I was able to help watch and commentate on it. I don't actually remember if I saw this game when it was. I don't think I saw this game when it was first played out, especially because it sounds like they were playing at least decently late for Kevin. So who knows where I was? But yeah, so.
But yeah, I'm really glad you were able to make it and do this recording with me. Thanks so much.
Oh, absolutely. It was fun. We should do this again.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be way down with that. Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by and checking out the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Dysole, do you have any closing words that you want to sign off with, or?
I mean, I sign off on pretty much every post on the forums, dude. Like,
that's true.
I don't really know, like, put me on the spot. I mean, honestly, 'cause a lot of those sign offs are mostly just Dysole, comma, some adjective. Like, I usually don't always have a very interesting thing to say. It's Dysole, looking forward to the next 10 points under.
There you go. Awesome. All right. So yeah, thanks again. And make sure you guys all stay tuned for more fun games in the future. And hopefully we'll be able to get Dysole back on soon. So that's us. Remember that it's a glorious world that we live in. I have to work that in there somehow because Drew isn't around to ask me about the world anymore. So.
Sounds phantasmagorical.